Hey, my Padawans, happy Sunday morning. How are you guys doing today? Last night I did one of my worst reviews ever on this channel, on this book. So I'm doing this again the proper way. You have to respect Whitley Strieber, people that write books, uh, people that got to know Art Bell, uh, the people that are into aliens and UFOs, the supernatural. So I thought I'd do the correct thing and do a proper review of The Fourth Mind by Whitley Strieber. Now, this is a sequel to The Communion from the 80s. This is not really like a review because of the book, because I haven't read the book. I just got it yesterday. I read a couple of pages, and it's interesting, sort of confusing. But this is more like a first look, and I'm going to be talking about the quality of the book, the shipping process, the price. So Whitley did a lot of interviews on YouTube. He went into, he did a lot of shows on this book. He promoted the book, and I watched him. I don't remember where, but he was talking about the book, and I said, okay, I'll get it. So I ordered it about a week ago, and I got it in the mail yesterday. So let's take a look. When I opened the box, I kind of noticed that it was very flimsy, very cheap. It is paperback, right? It is paperback, so I didn't expect a lot. Walker and Collier. So it's a little bit, it looks a little cheap for being $17.95. That's what it cost me, $17.95 plus shipping. So around $20 on the only way you can get it is Amazon. And you could get the audiobook, and I believe the audiobook is narrated by Whitley, but it could be an AI Whitley's voice. I don't, because I heard a little bit of the audiobook, and it doesn't sound like, it sounds like him, but it sounds very robotic. So I think he's using AI to do the audiobook. I'm not into audiobooks or digital books, any sort of digital format. I gotta have the real thing. So that's why I ordered the book. Now, the first impression that you get is these huge eyes, right? Almost like like a cat. Look at the eyes right there. Isn't that creepy? I don't know who's the artist. I'll have to look at the book. So again, it's really cheap looking, and I really prefer hard books. I hope they come out with a hard book so I can get the Communion, because I need a new copy of the Communion, and so I can have both of them in my bookshelves. Um, so let's take a look at the inside here. The Fourth Mind, Whitley Strieber. The publisher is Walker and Collier. Um, and I'm looking at this for the first time. I mean, I sort of remember something about last night, but this is the first edition. That's a good sign. The first edition. The design is the artist is Ashley Guillory. Ashley Guillory. And it is printed in the United States. It is cataloged in the Library of Congress. And the first edition it says 2024, but this book came out this year in January. How was it printed in 2024? I don't know. Let's look at the back, get a summary. Let's read the back. Here we got an image of Whitley posing, very cool, wearing all black. Sort of looks like Art Bell right there, doesn't he? The Fourth Mind is the first book ever to explore the anatomy, brains, genetics, beliefs, and capabilities of the unknown entities the author refers to as the visitors. He maintains that they have a set of abilities he describes as the fourth mind. Okay, cool. That includes such powers as telepathy, levitation, the ability to move heavy objects without machinery, and many others. He then shows there's a rich store of evidence that mankind once possessed the same powers, and that hidden knowledge of them has persisted into the 20th century. To explore why we lost them and how we can regain them, he takes a dive into the chaotic end of the last ice age, when mass extinctions devastated the planet, and mankind endured a catastrophe so terrible that it was buried by traumatic amnesia. He shows how it resulted in our loss of these powers, and describes how a forgotten event involving our visitors that took place in 1996 in Brazil holds the key to recover them. Okay, interesting. Actually, this is the first time I kind of read all this and paying attention. So in 1996, something happened. Sounds like the crystal skulls, something like that. It could be the crystal skulls. It could be that, because they found the heads of crystallized aliens, little tiny aliens. So I would recommend it. You know, I don't know. I mean, you could the audio book is like $8, so you are paying double for the physical book, and I think it's okay. So this is sort of a first look. I just want to get to show it to you. It's very cheap. The paper is I mean, it does have a glossy cover. That's cool. Okay, but it's just a basic book. There's nothing fancy about it. Let's read a little bit here. A little bit of knowledge can be a dangerous thing, or it can be a vibrant need giving rise to verdant forests, and awakening sleeping giants. One thing that's difficult to do is read over a screen on the phone. That's difficult, especially if you never read it before the first time. Let's look at what it says here. Some kind of intro. This book is dedicated to someone from far away who died for humankind in January 1996. Who is that? Without whose sacrifice on our behalf, we would have little chance of overcoming current challenges to our survival, let alone achieving our real goal, which is to express ourselves into the great cosmos and join the chorus of all being, the promise and mystery of the people of Earth. I'm interested, intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Let's read the acknowledgments. I'm not going to be reading the entire book, okay? But when I read a book, I don't read. I'm not a sit down, nonstop reader. I read a couple of pages here, maybe the next day a couple of pages there. Let's read the acknowledgments. I cannot begin to acknowledge all the people who have been helpful to me in this endeavor. First, I must thank my reading group. Oh, cool. Who have brought their brilliance, insights, tolerance, and patience to what must have often seemed an impossible task. Getting through to me, I also want to thank the enormous community of authors and researchers whose work has illuminated my effort. Most especially the unsung and derided UFO community, and in particular Dr. Roger Leir. Oh, hell yeah. I liked Roger Leir. without whose pioneering research this book could have never been written. Isn't Roger Lear dead? Didn't he pass away? Damn, I should have Googled that. Well, I didn't know that he was gonna mention him. Let's read the first page. And then you guys let me know what you guys think. If you guys gonna get it, if it's bullshit, if it's real, if it's just science fiction. Because a lot of people say that he writes fiction, science fiction, and a lot of people say that he's just a storyteller and he lied about the entire community in the book, community. The communion. A lot of people say that the communion book is just sci-fi. Let's read the introduction. The fourth mind is divided into two parts. The first is detailed analysis of the physical bodies of one class of the being that the most of us call aliens, but which I think as of visitors as they enter and leave our world at will, coming from parts unknown. Well, it offers what it is believed to be a reasonably accurate description of their anatomy, their genetics, their brains, the way their minds work, and based on what they have communicated about the purpose and aims of consciousness, why they are here. The second part of the book is about us. It is about what we were like and what our world was like when we possessed the same powers of mind that we have served in them, why we lost them, and how we may regain them. We are a species in amnesia about our past and denial about our present. Our vision of our past amidst the most important thing about its catastrophe that almost drove us to extinction, and by doing so, caused us to lose contact with the important strengths of mind that have been dormant with us ever since. For the most part, we pretend the catastrophe never happened, but the truth is that we have lost our past, and with it all the memory of the way our mind can influence. And then it just goes on. So I think this relates to what's back here. What I gather, what I understand so far from the book is that, and from the interviews that I've seen from Whit, a lot of people call him Whit, is that he has an ability, he has this power, he has the fourth mind, so he's a cyborg. He's in Star Wars they got Lobot, the bald guy with the headpiece. And I remember Whitley saying that he has something in his ear. I'm not giving anything away. I don't want to spoil anything, but I think he says he has some kind of implant, something that gives him this power that the aliens gave him, and he's basically a cyborg, and he can do all kinds of cool stuff. He can do telekinesis. He can do mind reading. He can time travel. He can move from levitation. He can do all kinds of things. So he's basically a superhuman, alien. That these aliens gave him the power to become this super, amazing human that has all these abilities. I call it the sixth sense, and I do have the sixth sense, but I think he calls it the fourth mind, which is just another name of saying, I have the sixth sense. But there's more to the fourth mind. There's a lot of stuff I guess he can do. And I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people call BS. A lot of people say it's like his stories and his books are just science fiction, and he's just a fiction writer, and it's all for entertainment, for entertainment purposes only. So so this is just the first look. I haven't read the book. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not any good, I'll let you know. I'm gonna read it. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to read it because I have other projects going on. I got other things that I'm doing right now. So Is it worth the $18 and the shipping? Yeah. If you're a fan of Whitley, yeah, it's one of his most. I mean, it's the book just came out, so but already, uh, I think it's one of his best books. I mean, in current era, I'm not, of course, the Communion is, his most famous works. So let me know what you guys think about it. Uh, should I read it? Should I throw it away? Should I give it to somebody? Is it just crap? And over here, I'm showing, I'm going to use this. I got the Pahrump map when I went to Pahrump. And I'm going to use this as a book, what do you call those? A book saver, whatever, page saver. And I think it looks cool with the Pahrump, Nevada sign up there. And again, it does have all the credits in the back, and it was made in the in the USA, and it was made in Las Vegas, and Whit lives in Las Vegas, so I'm thinking he's the one that he's probably printing these out as they are ordered, you know. And I'm sure a lot of people just got the audio book because they're lazy and they don't like to read. And I get it. It's understandable. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is the Fourth Mind by Whitley Strieber. Have a great day, guys, and may the force be with you. Bye.